Hello, hello, hello. This is Priscilla with Scylla Travel, and I help active adults, women entrepreneurs, professionals, and business owners live the dream through travel. So, I know it's late, but I'm here tonight, this evening. Or it could be in the morning when you see this broadcast, but I'm here just to remind you that I'm doing the first ever uh, cruise night. And that is tomorrow for me, where I am, Sunday, August the 15th, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's tomorrow. So this is just popping on here to remind you to register for the event. You're not going to be able to see the event unless you register. There are multiple places that you can see and register for the event. You can go to Facebook. If you're on the Facebook page, you just go to the top. There's a post pinned to the top there. If you're in my immersive travel experiences group, there's a post pinned to the top there as well. And it's on my website. So I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about what's going on in the world and landscape of travel. So I started out doing these like travel updates, but things change so frequently. It was just wearing me out. I couldn't even I couldn't keep up. So in this time, if you are comfortable traveling, right, you have to be flexible. That's just it. You just have to be flexible, and things are not going to be like the way it was in 2019. And I don't believe it's going to be that way in a long time. Maybe 3 or 4 years, maybe five. I don't know. But the good thing is that a lot of people have, at least in the U.S., have gotten vaccinated as well as across the globe. So it's not just here in the U.S; it is across the globe. So a lot of countries are reopening once they get a certain percent of their population vaccinated. So Europe has reopened to U.S. citizens. So for a time, we were not allowed to visit Europe, and I think that the U.S. still has the travel ban in place for them as well. But it's been like about what, 15 months, something like that, a year and a half. But everybody's ready to restart the economy and the travel and tourism industry because that's a significant amount of um, income for these nations, the U.S. included. So, plus we just love to travel, and countries love to have us there. So, just want to reiterate, doing a virtual cruise night tomorrow. That's Sunday, August the 15th, 2021 at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Remember to register in advance. It's a Zoom meeting, and you can find the link in Facebook and Instagram, as well as my website. I'll show you in a few. Um, if you get my newsletter, you should have the link there. So I'll probably send out another reminder anyway. I should have reminded myself to remind you. I meant to send it out today, but I just got a little tied up. But it's all good. I've been all over. I've been all over social media. I'm also on LinkedIn. So I've been doing my little reminders. I hadn't been doing a lot of live because Facebook and Instagram have been doing some weird stuff. They've just been changing stuff. So I said, let me just wait till the dust settles. Okay, so let's see. Just wanted to talk to you just briefly about traveling in this time. I know some people are not comfortable traveling, but there are people who are traveling. I'm traveling. So I'm going to Europe next month. I'm not going to tell you where. Let that be a surprise tomorrow. If you are following me on social media, you should be able to guess because I've been putting some hints out there of where I'm going next month. So, like I said, Europe has reopened. And tomorrow is cruise night. It's not going to be your standard ocean cruising that we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about slow travel. And that's the thing where people take a little bit longer to enjoy the places that they are, to, absorb stuff, to absorb the people, the cuisine, the culture, history, all sorts of things, and do things in their vacation destinations that are different, and you get to experience what the local people in that place do. So slow travel. And to facilitate that, there's a type of cruising that actually helps do exactly that, and it is called river cruising. So some of you may have heard a little bit about it, just don't really know that much about it, but it's really taking off for the past 10 years or so. It's starting to pick up in popularity, especially now, because what it allows you to do is travel to multiple destinations, right? So you can have a multi-stop trip, right? And you only have to unpack once. You don't have to worry about getting on a bus and traveling from city to city. Uh, you're on a ship, and it's a small ship, hence the term small ship cruising. So if you've been following me, you've been seeing a lot of posts about that small ship cruising. So that's one of the benefits. Uh, in addition to that, small meaning a small number of people on that ship. So you've got your ocean liners, right? And they're at reduced capacity. So you might have anywhere between 3,500 to 4,000 people on a ship, including the staff. And that's a reduced capacity. So just depending on the ship, of course. So just imagine if it's at full capacity. That's a lot of people. So some people right now are not feeling all that, you know, anxious, not feeling all that, shall I say, ready to get on a ship or go in a place with that many people in it. So small ship cruising. 156 people on this particular brand, their ships, that's the max that they usually transport. Um, that means that you have better service, personalized service, more attention to what you want to do. And you have multiple ports of call that you visit, you explore, you have your excursions. You're also free to explore on your own. Of course, you are. However, me personally, I like them. I like the tours where they're guiding me, rather than me wandering around, especially if you're going to Europe, right? So if you're going to Europe, and there's just so many things that you could be doing, so many options, so many destinations, right? So much to see and do and eat. Eat is important. So that's what we're going to be talking about. Um, Europe reopening. We know that the EU's, was it 27 member states? They still have their autonomy, maintain their autonomy on their travel restrictions and rules to enter. However, they're starting to coalesce a little bit. They're starting to talk to each other. They're not quite there where everybody's doing everything the same, but there are similar things going on. So at this point in time, it's best to be vaccinated if you're going to travel anywhere outside of the US. That's my advice. It's not set in stone. That's my opinion. For your safety's sake, it's best if you're not vaccinated to travel within the US. And there are plenty of things that you can do in the US, because it's starting to become more and more limited where you can go if you're not vaccinated, right? So, if you are a vaccinated traveler, you may only need just your vaccination card, definitely your vaccination card, to enter the country. Some countries, and some require a COVID test, PCR test as well, but I would recommend that you do that anyway before you even go. And make sure that you purchase travel insurance. So right now, a lot of the suppliers are providing cancel anytime insurance, or these waivers, or these not waivers, but riders, in addition to your regular travel insurance, where the suppliers themselves will they'll either give you a future credit or refund a portion of your or all of your fare, minus the non-refundable part. There's always a non-refundable part. Remember that. There's always a non-refundable part of your fare when you're traveling. And depending on if you cancel and when you cancel, there are fees that can be assessed. So let's say that you cancel your trip the day before, there may be a fee that they're going to keep, which that means it's non-refundable. They may give you a portion of it back, but they're going to subtract that fee because that time that they had that reservation, somebody else could have had it. So they're going to charge you. But a lot of the places, a lot of suppliers, a lot of hotels and resorts and cruise lines, they're doing things a little bit different than when COVID first hit, right? So things are a little bit better, but cruising has just started again. So they're excited to get people back out there. So quickly, for vaccinated travelers, like I said, a lot of the European countries are open solely to vaccinated travelers at this point in time. Some of them will allow you to have a COVID-19 test, a negative PCR test. However, when you get there, you may very well be restricted on the activities that you can participate in, like inside in like crowded places. So right now in France, unless you have a vaccine, you cannot enter any venue like restaurants, theaters, things like that, or any of the tours like the Eiffel Tower, unless you can prove that you've had a vaccine, that you've been vaccinated. So these are the things that you need to be cognizant about, things that you need to consider, right? Some places you can go with, and it's country by country. It's dependent on what's going on at the time, and these things could change at any point. So that's why you need to have a travel advisor, right? So please hire a travel advisor. All right. So let's see. Now for unvaccinated travelers, like I said before, I'm not telling you don't travel at all. I'm not even telling you not to travel internationally, but right now, remember, destinations are your friend. The United States is a big, big place. So explore within our borders. There are plenty of historic sites, plenty of white sand beaches and national parks with plenty of things to do. So just keep that in mind because you may get into a fix. Traveling outside the US if you don't have your vaccine with things changing so much. Now, Mexico, they're still open. They don't require a COVID test and they don't require a vaccine. So Mexico is always an option, right? This time of year, I think the seaweed is an issue. That sargassum stuff that washes up on the beach. It should be clearing up in a few months, so Mexico should be good to go again shortly. Now, you can also visit some African countries because they have low infection rates and a lot of the activities are in wide open spaces, but that can change as well. So, places like Tanzania and Botswana, if you want to go on safari, that's an outdoors activity. That's something that you may want to consider if you are unvaccinated and want to travel. So, basically, that's all that I really had for this evening. I just wanted to remind everybody about my cruise night tomorrow. You're all invited. Remember that you have to register. Okay, you must register. You will get it's on Zoom, and let's say that you can't make it. If you register, you will get a copy of it. So go ahead and register anyway. Um, for those of you in my Facebook group, go ahead and register. It's right there at the top of the page. Let's see if I can show you. All right. Let's see. There we go. So this is my page, still a travel page. You can see cruise night. You see the time. There you go. You can register. That's on my Scylla Travel business page. Remember, cruise night. We're talking about cruise night tomorrow. Don't forget to register. On Instagram, any one of these posts here you can see I've done. Number of them. It's inside. It's going to give you, telling you where to go. It's going to tell you go to the link in bio, right? So you just scroll up to the top. Link in bio. Ta-da! Check it out. register for cruise night right there. It's going to sort of like pulse at you. All right. So now in the group, come along, Facebook group. I don't know what's going on. See, Facebook's been doing weird stuff. So here's the group, Immersive Travel Experiences and Adventures for Travel Lovers. It's there too. It's a posted announcement right at the top. Now, if you're not good with either one, go to my website. Here we go. That's what my website looks like. And there'll be a pop-up. It's annoying, but it'll be coming down tomorrow. There will be a pop-up. Virtual cruise night. Register now. So don't forget to register. And one more thing I wanted to tell you about for those of you who are medical professionals. There's a promotion going on with AMA Waterways. That's the company that will be co-hosting with me tomorrow evening. They're offering a complimentary cruise, the 2021 cruise sailings, for Frontline medical heroes. That's people who are considered frontliners. And it's just to thank them for their service. Thank you for your service. So here's the page, Frontline Medical Heroes. If you click on that, you will see this page with AMA Waterways. This promotion gives you, if you are an active medical professional like a doctor, nurse, pharmacist, hospital staff person, lab techs, and active first responders, such as EMTs and paramedics. So it's possible that firemen, if you are a paramedic, you can qualify. So yeah, let me see. Do I have any comments or any questions? Remember now to click the, if you see that, in order for me to see your name, hit give Grant StreamYard permission so I can see your name. So let's see who is here. I don't know why I can't see. Mr. Oral Ofori, how are you? How is Ghana? Are you back? So if you're in Ghana and you sign up, you can, it'll probably be like midnight. If you're still there, if you're back here, it'll be 6 p.m. tomorrow. But if you sign up, you can always get the replay. I will be sending the replay out. So that's basically what I had for this evening to tell all of you about cruise night. First one in a few years. How about that? The cruise lines hadn't been able to sail for what, 15, 18 months? That's a long time. So they're getting back out there. So we're talking small ship sailing tomorrow. So any comments or any questions out there? Just remember, and I'm not seeing any, just remember to register for, it's a Zoom. Remember to register. If you register and you can't make it, you will get the recording. So this is Priscilla with Scylla Travel signing off, hoping that you have a great, great, great rest of your evening. Oh, yeah. By the way, live the dream. Bye-bye.